Hi guys, so today we are in 3 Nephi 13. And this is going to be a super short video because I feel like this is something that you guys can kind of study and figure out on your own. So I want you guys to read these. It's only 34 verses, okay? So I want you to read 3 Nephi chapter 13. That's your homework. Read it. It really talks about doing things for the right reasons. It starts by talking... But take heed that ye do not your alms before men to be seen of them. So alms, doing good to other people, helping those around us. We've all seen those people that do it just for show, right? They want to help save the world, but only if anybody's watching, right? We live in a world that is so caught up with likes and thumbs up and this virtual people liking us, right? Rather than being happy with who you are and in and of you are. And I even see that in my own kids, and it's a hard thing to fight because we feel like we live in such a social media world and we're out there so much that if we don't have that positivity coming back, we can kind of base our self-esteem on that. And this is really talking about doing things for the right reasons, and it doesn't matter what other people think of us, right? It says when you pray, I like what it says in verse 5. It says, "And when thou prayest, thou shalt not do as the hypocrites, for they love to pray, standing in the synagogues and in the corners of the streets, that they may be seen of men," right? The Lord doesn't care who sees you pray. It's not about being seen. It's not about that. It's about communicating with the Lord. All right. I actually really like what he says in verse 16. He talks about fasting. And it says, "Moreover, if ye fast, be not as the hypocrites of a sad countenance, for they disfigure their faces, that they may appear unto men to fast." I won't say guilty in this way, but be a belly acher when I fast. Like, oh, I'm so hungry, right? Like, it's 2 meals. Come on. That I can be a bit melodramatic when I fast and get a bit hangry with my family. So they also talk about the Lord's Prayer in here. If you want to mark, the Lord's Prayer is verses 9 through 13. Okay? And that is the Lord's Prayer. That's a well-known prayer through every religion, is the Lord's Prayer. And so at the end here, he talks about lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven. Okay, I want to talk about this because I think this can get confused. A lot of people say money is the root of all evil. No, that is not true. The love of money is the root of evil. And so he really talks about, don't worry so much about trying to get riches in heaven and riches on earth and popularity on earth and everything, but get your riches in heaven. That's not to say you can't make a good life, and making money and being prosperous is a bad thing. It's how you use that money and that ability and that likability, right? It's okay to have a good paying job and do really well and provide really well for your family, but it's also good to remember that when you have those things, remember those around you that aren't as fortunate. Okay? And it's not about look at me. Oh, I have extra money. I'm going to go and do this, but I want to make sure everybody knows what a good thing I'm doing, right? It's just about quietly and secretly doing good for others. Okay? So read this chapter. There's some great things to learn in it, guys. I love you guys. You're awesome. Can't wait to talk to you on Sunday.